Hello viewers, welcome to my channel History Hub. Today we will know about the history of Germany. Part 2. Human and Encrators who you are the president in Germany over 11 million years ago. Are three religious truths among and are listed 1. To walk, 1 true lays. The discovery Homer's and Heidegger's medals in 1907 affirms and accepts and human presence in Germany by at least 6 lakh years ago. Oh, the oldest and complete the founding human and the distant found and the inward world and accepted from a coal in society and lower Saxony in between the 1994 and 1998 and 3 lakhs 18,000 years ago world movement and the lesson between the 1.82.24 millions and 5.97 and 7.38 feet in the length and wide eventually anchorage in 1856 and fossilisted and bones and the extinct and human species were the salvaged from limestones and growth in the nearly or near and desert north area and the west Philippia. The erects and nature of the policies and now and clown is the behind around 14,000 years old and recognize and the charted characters and published in the first ever and population species and description. In 1858, by human, the specified and the specified was and named Homo, a native and nationality in 1864. The remains of political party and human modern and occupation, uncovered and documented in several cave in the Serbian Chora, and encode the burials and memoirs in body scholars and thought ranks among the uncosted work and by and Serbo falls and made the bird, and became the mammoth and Ivory is the confirmed to the beat and oldest musicals, and in tertiament and ever found the 40 years old, and launches and figure and reinforcement in the oldest and uncontested and fragrant and work to the art and 35,000 years old. Venice, the whole palace was being arrested was the oldest uncomplete object the humans figures and discovered between 12,900 and 11,700 years ago. North Central Germany was a part and Arensburg and culture and named Arensburg. Early culture is the first and group entirely and primarily difference and the indigenous and hunter and the gather to the marriage in Europe and came to the population in Western and Anatolia in the beginning with the Neolithic and period between and 10,000 8,000 years ago. And Central Germany was one primarily and Leonard Proti and culture c. 5,500 BC to 4,500 BC, which was partly and contemporary with the Catholic and culture, and 5,300 BC to 309 BC of Denmark of the northern Germany and afterwards and north stand and Germany along the with a great parts and Poland and Denmark was part and found the culture and 40,300 and BC the 218 BC. The settle is the cold culture and 2,1900 BC and 2,350 BC that has prepared the over the world periods and plains and Central European truth going to the North Lake of the Indo-European and extracted the Indo-Europeans and have biomasses and migrations and Arab into the hard land and Europe around south and 4,500 years ago. By the large and the bronze is the United Template Sea and this have replaced in the Black Earth. The Asiatics and the Ptolemies and the culture in Central Europe. The whole tract and culture which developed and from the unrelated culture was an predominant and Western and culture and the European culture from the 12th and 8th centuries BC and during to the early around as the 18th and 16th centuries BC. The people who had adopted and culture, charticators are regard and cats. How and the if cats and related the any flight and culture remains undisputed. However, with Catholic and culture, the saints developed in central the Europe and joined to the late and bronze age area and to 1200 BC until the 700 BC. Some likes and harvest and the damage and view important culture. Central the along and east and in central Europe and maintained the trades and medicine. In the 15th century and BC, the Greek and historian Hardolus and mentions the ascetic and plain and in history and embroidered the Hannes. Beginning the and around in 700 BC, Germanic and peoples from and south in Scandinavia from North Germany expanded the south of gradually replaced in the Celtic and peoples in central of Europe. The ethoclinic of the Germanic tribes remains the divided, however, the table. And Cameroon is the obvious and steady process to the occupy the drawing and Nordic and Bronze Age were the latest in drawing to the pre-Romans along and longs. From their homes and southern Central and northern Germany, the tribes and began the expanding south, east and the west, and drawing to the first and second century and BC, and came into the contact with the Catholic tribes of Gaul, with the Urians of the select countries in Central Eastern Europe. Factual and the detailed and knowledge about the early history and the Germanic and tribes, with the research help through the content and the recording of to the tribes and the efforts with the Romans and Equilics and Columbus agriculture, discrete and rather and reposed. Catholic study in the mid and first century and BC, Republican Romans and Julius created the humans. Augustus of the farmers and humans and some time for the village and during the first and second century, religions and contact extended and came again into the Germany, Mangana with the era of the upstage and the with the raping and attempting the sabot and virus. And tribes and Romans and and administrations, the importations to Texas and from lake and cultures by the tribe and advance and desert and the campaign and explaining who are the almost exclusively and Chakarticated the frequented and masses the bills and the independence of planning the however maintaining the exclusive and identify in 9 airs and calculating and tribes with the coast and enemies who familiar with the Roman and tactically obtain. The established and German and Germanic tribes with the Levant Romans and rule with the south and board as described in the detail. The lands and responded to the modern state and Baden, Warringtons and South Arabia. The walls and hedges with the flash savings and resettlement and drastically from to the regular province and Nucleum and the Rhetia. And the province and Germany and inferior for with the capital state at colony. And Colodia is the modern we are painful and the comprehensive and listlessly military control was a conflict with the surrounding the reservoir and Christology was an introduct the Romans and control at Western and Germany while before the Middle Age. While with the Christian and religious instructors such as the Elephantina of the everything and drawing to the regain and consolation. Roman the 3rd century and crisis and concrete with the immigrants of number, the largest Western Germanic tribes and elements and Frank civil and with the hand and trying by to the Germanic peoples and with the 10th and added to the plains and 4th century and the Western and Central Europe and the labors and permanently with the trading and converting Western Empire. Thank you for watching my videos. Please like, share and subscribe my channel for upcoming videos. Goodbye.